be at Holy Spirit. The Panthers won last week. They're the only first Cape Atlantic school to get a win this year. And Millville will be at Egg Harbor Township at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, Absegami is at Cedar Creek and Mainland at St. Joe's at noon. Cape Henlopen from Delaware is at Lower Cape May at 1 o'clock. So the one thing that's going to happen a lot more this year, Jim, is starting times. There's a lot of different starting times.
There are that. I looked in the press and kind of ran that down at the different times, and it was amazing how many different times when you consider that, you mentioned the Cape Atlantic League. I'm wondering if that name is still used in relationship to football. But it used to be there were all day games on a Saturday afternoon. Then, of course, teams got Friday night football. Then the majority of them are Friday night. Now, all kinds of times and all kinds of days.
Well, of course, Cedar Creek and St. Joe's don't have lights, and Lower Cape May usually plays some games. They play Ocean City, in fact, on a Saturday. I think it's their homecoming, and Cape Henlopen likes to play on Saturday. Later this year, Oakcrest has a game that starts at 7:30 because they have their Wall of Fame ceremony before the game, and Ocean City's going to play their next home game at 3 o'clock on a Friday with West Windsor Plainsboro South because of the Jewish holiday that starts when the sun goes down. Ocean City comes streaming onto the field here at Carey Stadium. The Raiders all in red, black helmets, a little bit of white mixed in, and they've got their captains out. Oakcrest all dressed in white with the blue helmets, so it's easy to tell the teams apart. You always hate to see a guy walking across the field in crutches. Ahmad Andrews, a sophomore, and you always hate to see that the first game of the season.
That's for sure.
But both these teams seem reasonably healthy coming into this game. As last year, they both finished 6-4. Both narrowly missed the playoffs. Ocean City in Group 3, Oakcrest in Group 2. Oakcrest won the game, though, at Mays Landing last year, 35-0. And here's the team coming on. Teams carrying the flags, both the American flag and the Oakcrest Falcon flag.
You know, the one surprise, Tom, everyone was expecting Trey Sayers to start at quarterback, but indeed it'll be Nico Conte. And Anderson did say that both of those individuals would play this year, but we have no idea what constituted Conte starting tonight.
Well, they've got three very quick players on this team. Jalen Hurd, who's a 5'5", 151-pound senior. Najee Hart, a 6'2", 190-pound senior. And also Alec Rodriguez, a 6'1", 202-pound junior, all quick and talented. And it looks like Ocean City's won the toss. And they are going to, we're going to guess, defer. No, they're going to take the football. And Ocean City will have its back to the ocean. Raiders will be quarterbacked this year by Harry Feifel. Had a really good sophomore year as a receiver and a defensive back. Missed all of last year with a torn ACL and surgery. He's 6'2", 182 pounds, a very talented player. And it should be interesting. He takes over, of course, for Andrew Donahue. Ocean City High School Band, the national anthem. Ocean City High School Band, the national anthem here at Carey Stadium. Oakcrest and Ocean City getting ready to go. We talked about the quickness of this Oakcrest team. Ocean City with some quickness of its own. Isaac Robertson is back. Had a great year last year. Shared the team lead in touchdowns. He's 6 foot, 180 pounds. Liam Bergman had a lot of carries last year and did well. 5'10", 172 pounds. I think he averaged about 5 yards a carry. And this year they have added Josh Rolls, 5'9", 160-pound senior. Played soccer the last few years. He is the quickest player in the school. Shares the school record for the 100-meter run in track. So he'll be back along with Isaac Robertson and Brandon Lashley to return the opening kickoff from Oakcrest.
And, of course, the Ocean City fans remember Robertson. He really showed to be a very, very good running back with strength and speed.
Ocean City takes the field. Oakcrest about to. You like the way they do business at the Thomas H. Heist Insurance Agency. They're coastal insurance specialists with over 35 years experience. Flood, boat, auto, life, health, they offer it all at the Heist Agency with convenient offices in Ocean City, Margate, Egg Harbor Township, Marmora, and Vineland. Phone 609-399-0453. You'll also find them online at heistagency.com. Remember Thomas H. Heist when you need insurance.
I was watching A.J. Long in warm-ups, and he looks to have a very strong leg for Oakcrest.
So he's long, huh?
Yes, he is.
He's going to be kicking off here. 5'10", 181-pound senior. Will also punt for Oakcrest. Oakcrest and Ocean City. High school football on 106.3 The Shore. Ocean City idle next week. They'll come back 2 weeks from tomorrow at Cedar Creek. Here's the kickoff. It's a high, long kick, and it's taken at about the 7 or 8 yard line by Robertson. He's trying to get to the right sideline. He's across the 20, bobbled the ball, but covered it up quickly, and Ocean City will start on its own 22-yard line.
Well, strong leg by Long and a good run back.
You got to wonder how a guy like Harry Feifel's feeling right now. The guy had a great sophomore year, had to miss all of last year of football. He did come back to play lacrosse in the spring. He's an outstanding lacrosse player, and here he is taking the field for the first time in a real game. Of course, they had 3 or 4 preseason games, and he's the quarterback for Ocean City this year. Keeps that number 31 that he wore his freshman and sophomore years.
And Kevin Smith kept the players on the sideline until he gave them that play and sent them on the field.
Play action, keeps the ball, and Feifel drives out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for Ocean City.
They're running out of that read type of offense that so many teams run now, both on the college and the high school level. That particular time he faked it and ran it himself.
Trips to the left for Ocean City. And whistle. Was a flag on the play. Ocean City not only lost their quarterback and some other people as well, they lost the center of that line, and Eric LeVay, and moving in to play center for them this year is Jackson Young, 5'11", 226-pound junior, who will also be the long snapper. Here's the play. Handoff straight up the middle, and Bergman drives out to about the 28, 29-yard line.
So Ocean City showing a little versatility in the back. Robertson and Bergman, both very capable runners, and a good fake by the quarterback on that play. Again, the read option.
They've got a lot of weapons to go to, returning from last year. Feifel sets the play with the offensive line. Slot to the left, wing back on the right side. Feifel hands it off straight ahead, and driving out to about the 35 or 36-yard line is Robertson for the first down.
And the read is primarily looking at the defensive end. He kind of puts the ball in the running back's gut and looks at the defensive end and sees whether he comes down hard or plays his side straight up.
Feifel sets the play for the offense. He's got Robertson to his left. Takes a snap, keeps it. Feifel weaves his way across the 35 out to the 40. Across the 40 to almost the 41-yard line. So By this time last year, Ocean City would have thrown the ball 4 times. They're keeping it on the ground to start this, and they picked up 6 yards on the first down here.
It's a lot safer, Tom.
Bergman in the backfield, slot to the right. Actually, 3 receivers to the right. Feifel pitches inside. There goes Bergman for a first down. He's across the 50 and down to the Oakcrest 47-yard line.
Little counterplay as he kind of ran the option to the right-hand side, then pitched into the line of scrimmage, and Bergman picked up big yardage.
Actually goes as a forward pass, first completion of Harry Feifel's career. Ball across the 50 at about just inside the 48-yard line of Oakcrest. First and 10, Ocean City. Feifel takes a snap, hands the ball going left to Robertson. He pulls out of a tackle, drives down the sideline, and he looks like he's got another first down. We'll see where they mark it at around the 37-yard line.
But give credit to that offensive line of Ocean City. They are dominating. I mean, there's no penetration whatsoever.
Ball's on the 37, first and 10, Ocean City. The Raiders 3 first downs, marching down the field.
And if you can picture it, Ocean City calls all their plays from the line of scrimmage. So the quarterback is just barking out different things, and they are reacting to it.
Handoff is to Robertson. He's hit it, line of scrimmage, falls ahead for about a yard. A little bit of penetration there for Oakcrest, led by Josh Mensa, the 5'9", 172-pound sophomore linebacker.
That may have been an occasion he should have pulled it out and run. He had big running room to the right side.
Second down and 9. Ocean City on the 36 of Oakcrest. First quarter, first possession of the season for these two teams. Feifel back to throw. Fires it down the left side, overthrows. Trying to get it out there to Josh Rolls. Rolls cut in, the ball sailed out of bounds.
Really didn't look very good on that pass. Kind of sailed it, as you pointed out, Tom. The nose of the football almost straight up in the air.
Third and 9 on the 36 of Oakcrest. Robertson's back in. Keegan Albert limped off the field before that play. The 6', 216-pound senior tight end being treated on the sideline. Trips to the right, slot to the left. 5 receivers. In fact, one of them's got to be up on the line of scrimmage, right? Now there seems to be some confusion. They're moving some people around. Feifel takes a snap, settles in, ducks inside from the rush, but he's hit from behind and stopped at about the line of scrimmage. So Ocean City faced with a 4th down and 9 yards to go.
That's a decision you really make before the play, Tom, whether you're punting or not. It's either 4-down territory or it's not. In this case, Kevin has decided he'll try to put him as deep as he possibly can.
Alex Morales, 6', 181-pound senior, is the punter. And Oakcrest sends back Elijah Shanks, a 5'9", 170-pound junior. Ocean City short a man. They get him on. Morales is back across the 50 at his own 48. It's a good size snap. A lot of time running off here. And a whistle blew just as the ball was snapped. There might be a delay of game.
I think it will be, Tom. And it just seemed a little confused, both on the last offensive play and on this punting situation.
So a delay penalty against Ocean City, second against them for 10 yards. And they moved down the field, but stalled as they got to about the 35-yard line of Oakcrest. Morales standing at his own 42-yard line. And Shanks moves up to about the Oakcrest 18. High snap, he gets it on the run. High kick toward the sidelines, and it's out of bounds. The distance isn't going to be too great, but there's no return on the play.
Yeah,
so Oakcrest will take over.
Waiting to see where they mark it as the official comes up the sideline. Looks like it's going to be around close to the 30-yard line.
So not much gain on the punt. The ball is going to be spotted at the 31, at the Oakcrest 31. Falcons 6-4 a year ago. As we said, they won this game at Mays Landing 35-0.
Pretty good drive by Ocean City when you get the ball kicked to you and you take it down to as it ends up now at the 31-yard line.
Nico Conte, 5'8", 156-pound senior, is the quarterback. He comes up under center. Backs are in the eye. Tight formation for Oakcrest. He hands the ball off the right side. And Marcus Miller on the carry. Stop for about a 2-yard gain.
Morales on the tackle, and really a great job as he filled that hole almost at the time the back got there.
Second and 8, 2-yard gain. Conte under center. Hands the ball off left side and driving, well, still going for some extra yards is Miller. He gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line, but it'll be 3rd and 5.
And I don't believe in watching Conte in warm-ups that passing is much of their gain. I think we're going to see them try to stay their running attack unless they get a situation like this where it's 3rd and long.
Well, they do have to figure a way to get the ball to people like Hart and Hurd, but we'll see what happens. Backs are in the eye. Conte under center, 3rd and 5. Hands the ball off, going right to Miller. Cuts back. He's hit at about the first down marker. We'll see if he fell forward. Looked like he did. Yep, first down Oakcrest.
Good job of Oakcrest getting the corner on that play and giving them an opportunity to get that first down. We laid out with just enough room to get that first down.
1st and 10. The ball spotted almost at the 43-yard line of Oakcrest. No score in this game. About halfway through the first quarter at Carey Stadium. The fullback is Kevon Berry, 6 foot, 225-pound junior. He transferred from St. Joe before last year. There's Miller again, hitting the right side, stopped at about the 45-yard line.
Good job by the defensive line of Ocean City, just closing it off, not giving them any room to run.
Might have been a scramble for the ball at the bottom of that pile, and it looked like Raheem Tudis came away with it. But at any rate, it's still Oakcrest possession. Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8. Conte looks over the defense. Gives to the fullback, and he bursts through there for a few yards, keeps his feet, and manages to get out to the 48-yard line. A lot of strength there than Kevon Berry.
Ocean City operating out of that 5-2 defense.
Patrick Smith has scored an 8-yard run. Atlantic City Electric scoreboards. St. Augustine leads Atlantic City 7-0. Prep trying to even their record, lost to Malvern Prep last week. Now spread formation, double slot for Oakcrest, 3rd and 4. Back to throw is Conte, under some pressure, runs away from it, but he can't get away from it. And he is sacked back there for Ocean City by Art Spackman, the veteran lineman, 6'1", 223-pound senior.
And it was a clean tackle. He came from the opposite side, actually broke through and made that sure tackle.
Spackman, one of the vociferous leaders of this football team. A.J. Long, who kicked one deep on the kickoff, comes in to punt. He'll be standing at about his own 26-yard line. Good snap, not a lot of rush. It's a high end-over-end kick. Ocean City's going to let it go, and it's going to roll inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to about the 14-yard line. So the Raiders will be deep in their own territory as we hit the 4-minute mark left in the first quarter.
Tom, good punt after a good kickoff by Long.
So both teams moved the ball a little bit. Ocean City certainly more than Oakcrest, and both sputtered and punted. And we'll see what happens as this game progresses.
Well, so far, Oakcrest is winning the punting game, Tom.
Slot to the right. Keeping it off the left side. Feifel gets across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. Tackled in there for Oakcrest by Kevon Berry.
Yeah, he stayed right in his outside linebacker spot and met him coming through.
Gain of almost 4. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. Signaling to the sideline, trying to get the play. Feifel still checking with the coaches. And now he passes it along to the rest of the team. Gets in position to await the snap. Wing back left, slot right. Bergman in the backfield. Feifel, quick pass over the middle. Bergman has it, and he is battling for a first down. Going to get it. He got almost to the 30. Looked like he was going to be stopped inside the 25, but he made a nice spin.
Good pass by Feifel as he kind of ran to the right, illustrating that he might run to the ball, pull the linebackers in, then threw the ball right over the top of the linebackers for the completion.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Slot to the right. Robertson to the left. Keeps the ball. Harry keeps the ball, and Feifel drives across the 30 to the 31. A gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Ocean City. Slot to the right, wing back on the left side. Robertson shifts to the left side. Feifel takes the snap, keeps it right up the middle. He fires across the 40, or across the 35, close to the 40, and he's close to the first down.
Well, Oakcrest is respecting Robertson because as he went to that left, half their defense kind of ran that way, big hole in the middle. Feifel took advantage.
They're going to measure. It looks like the officials are huddling. Yep, they're going to measure for the first down, see if he got it with that little extra effort. Ocean City trying to build up another one of those runs. Interstate Batteries in Egg Harbor Township is now the 10th largest in the country, bringing their excellent service to 7 counties in South Jersey. They not only have a battery for your car, but your boat, RV, motorcycle, ATV, truck, power chair, or golf cart. Interstate Batteries, America's #1 replacement battery, is at 6064 Riga Avenue in Egg Harbor Township. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Phone them at 609-646-5008. If you need a battery, you'll find it at Interstate Batteries. Tested and trusted. They are outrageously dependable. And Ocean City has picked up another first down.
By about a half a football.
5 of them here in the first quarter with 2:11 left, but no score. Both teams huddled at the sidelines while the measurement took place. Raiders back now, lining up as the chains are put into place. Feifel will have Robertson to his left. And slot to the right, wing back on the left side. Takes the snap, play action, drops back to throw. Steps up, he's running away from the pressure. He's across the 45 at the 50, he's got a first down, and he's driven out of bounds just outside the Oakcrest 45-yard line. So Ocean City's 6th first down here in the first quarter. And the Raiders are back in Oakcrest territory.
Joe Feifel showing a lot of pause there as there was no one open. Saw the opening, broke free, and used strength to break a couple tackles.
Officials have stopped the clock. Oakcrest player is down on the field. Both sets of trainers quickly out. We could see a lot of cramps in this game because that's what happens sometimes when you don't drink enough. And trainers will tell you, you can't just coming into this game. Both teams, in fact, get water bottles during this delay. And they're tending to a player on the field for Oakcrest.
You know, Oakcrest just doesn't seem to have it on that line. Ocean City really is pushing them around, except for the fact that in another drive, they went to that pass and was incomplete, and then they got a very short gain and stopped the drive, but they actually took the ball on their own 22-yard line and marched it all the way into Oakcrest territory, and they're doing it again.
Remember, Ocean City off next week, and they help to his feet Josh Mensah, the sophomore linebacker from Oakcrest. Ocean City's off next week, and they will play 2 weeks from tomorrow on a Saturday at Cedar Creek. And you'll hear it here on 106.3 The Shore. Also, don't forget next Friday night, 98.7 The Coast, Brian Kniff and Scott Wall will have Middle Township at Mainland. Okay, Ocean City's got a first down on the 45-yard line of Oakcrest. No score in this game, and there's just off to Robertson. He runs through a tackle, through another, and he's close to a first down at the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
Flag on the play.
Okay. After the play, right?
Yeah. Bud Rink thinks it's a face mask, so if it's not, I'm blaming him.
Officials are huddled, no signal yet. It is a personal foul face mask against Oakcrest. The ball will be moved. Well, it depends on whether they give him 5 or 15, but Ocean City will get the first down. It looks like the ball was just short of the first down, but it won't be now. And it is a...
But, as we mentioned before, that you can move the ball up and back and up and back and up and back. Name of the game is putting points on the board.
Ocean City at about the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Feifel takes the snap, hands it off. Running left is Bergman. He drags a tackler toward the sideline, picks up some yardage, but he's driven out of bounds.
Double dosed. It's Bergman or Robertson. Take your poison. Both doing a great job.
Gain of almost 6 on the play. It'll be second down. The ball just about the 15-yard line. Feifel, Bergman to his right, wing to the left, slot to the right. Bergman shifts to the left side, keeps those feet moving. Here goes Feifel to the left. He cuts back, sees some run up the middle, and picks up some yards inside the 15 to about the 13.
The time before they overloaded with blockers on that side. This time Oakcrest adjusted, but Feifel did a good job of cutting back against the grain.
The one thing you see of the 3 Ocean City backs who've handled the ball, Feifel, Bergman, and Robertson, they all see the blocks well. They see the openings and adjust well. 3rd and 2. Feifel signals to the sideline, but looks like they're ready to go. Wide receiver to each side. He keeps. Feifel keeps. Drives up the middle. He's inside the 10. Got the first down, Ocean City, in a goal line situation with 48 seconds left in the first quarter.
And it almost looked like that time he was signaling because he saw an overload by Oakcrest, and he just took it and ran to the side that was less bodies, so to speak, and his offensive line picked it up and did a good job.
Sometimes when you talk to Harry Feifel, you think you're talking to a coach. He knows the game. Receiver to each side. Feifel takes a snap, gives it to Bergman, driving off the right side. He's inside the 5, and he's down close to the goal line, but stopped at about the, maybe 2 or 3 yard line.
You don't bring him down with an arm tackle, Tom. He's been hit earlier, but fights through those tackles and gets that.
But Ocean City is threatening. They are inside the 5, maybe at about the 4 yard line. 2nd and goal as we end the first quarter and get ready to start the second quarter. You're listening to high school football on 106.3 The Shore. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Back here at Carey Stadium, Tom Williams, Jim Schaefer, Ocean City, and Oakcrest scoreless after 1 quarter, but Raiders inside the Oakcrest 5 yard line as we start the second quarter. It's still an adjustment, Jim, getting used to seeing Mike Eisenstein walking in Ocean City colors on the sideline after, 3 decades in the Atlantic City staff.
You know, the amazing thing about that is I was out to lunch one day, and Mike came in, and I said that to him. Here he comes walking in with an Ocean City sweatshirt on. Yeah. I said, Mike, I don't recognize you in that sweatshirt, and he had to laugh too.
Well, he's enjoying it. All right, Ocean City, let's call it the 3 yard line. at the 3-yard line of Oakcrest. It's 2nd and goal. Robertson to the right and behind, but Feifel keeps it going right. Touchdown. Harry Feifel had to sit out last year. Starts the scoring for Ocean City this year 4 seconds into the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, again, well blocked. Ocean City's most valuable player so far. And remember, they only have given Oakcrest just a couple plays on offense because they have dominated so much on the ground. It's just used up the clock.
Keith Larkin to kick. The ball is down. The kick is up. It's high enough, and it is good. Could have been good for about 20 yards more. Keith Larkin, a 5'11", 180-pound senior, and Ocean City has a 7-0 lead with 11:56 remaining in the first half. Shoppies is even better online. You probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood. But at Shoppy.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppies also has a complete line of gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you're presenting a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684 for Shoppies since 1921. Signal Graphics on Tilton Road in Egg Harbor Township is your local commercial printer with the personal service you expect. Cut out the middleman. Save time and money. Signal Graphics prints full color in-house. Signal's state-of-the-art equipment and expert printing staff allows them to produce an excellent product for very low cost. For fast turnaround and great prices, call the Gunnels, Riley or Kay at 609-569-9990. For special service, ask for Chugger. Signal Graphics. Ocean City to kick off. Josh Rolls will do the kicking. He kicks off. Keith Larkin kicks the extra points. Both come from the soccer program. There, by the way, they were having soccer practice on this field right before this game. Here's Rolls' kick. It's a line drive, but it's a long one. It's down inside the 10. And coming up straight up the middle, Oakcrest with a good return across the 30, out to the 35. Harrison Doe, 6'1", 185-pound junior, brings it out to the 36-yard line.
The kick was deep enough, but it was a low type of kick and very returnable, and Oakcrest took advantage.
Hang time is important. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. Ocean City on top here, 7-0. And they've pretty much controlled the game so far.
Yes, they have.
Oakcrest does have a first down. They pretty much only run Marcus Miller. And we'll see what happens here. Well, it looks like Jalen Hurd's taking the snap, and he's going right, looking for some room. There's a flag on the play. He going to be stopped maybe short of the line of scrimmage. Jalen Hurd, very quick. He's 5'5", 151-pound senior. And he took the snap, a little wildcat maybe, and just took off for the right sideline. But the flag was thrown in the area of a block. And it's against Oakcrest.
Holding on Oakcrest.
So, Falcons have been penalized twice for 25 yards. And now they're back inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line. They got to get to the 46, so call it 1st and 23. Again, Hurd awaits the snap. Ocean City moved on the defensive line. Oh, looks like they made contact or came into the neutral zone. They'll give 5 yards back.
And you were mentioning before, Tom, Oakcrest has to figure out the way to get the ball into those athletes' hands.
Why not snap
Obviously,
it to them?
they heard you. Yeah.
Yeah, Hurd is, Najee Hart is another, and Alec Rodriguez. They're all pretty good defensive players, too. And Najee Hart splits to the left. Harrison Doe comes in. He'll be in a slot. It's a double slot formation, and Hurd's going to take the snap. He does. He spins. He's going to take off down the right side. He's across the 30 and stopped there, but it almost looked he was ready to hand it off to somebody.
Yeah,
He did like
I think
a
it was a
360.
little razzle-dazzle
Okay.
to gain a yard, though, Tom. You don't want all that movement, and that's all you're going to get. At the end of the day, it's who blocks who up front, and so far Ocean City's winning that game handily.
They're out to the 30-yard line, so it's 2nd and 16. Penalty and the short gain gets some of those yards back. Again, it's a slot to the double slot formation for Oakcrest. 2nd and 16. Now this is Conti back in the game. He throws long, floats it up in the air, and it is incomplete. Great defensive position back there by Parker Bristol, 5'8", 155-pound senior. He didn't come down with it, but he made sure the Oakcrest didn't either.
And that really was man on man as they ran down that sideline. It's a good defensive play. Kept excellent position, whereby the quarterback had to throw it over his head to get it in there, and he just was not letting that happen.
3rd down and 16 yards to go for Oakcrest. Again, the double slot. This time Hurd's back in taking the snap. Officials finally put the ball into play. Hurd has a conversation with the back behind him. He's back to throw. Now he's going to run. Hurd down the right side, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 6, but stop just across the 35-yard line, and he'll be about 11 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, it's tough to make that kind of yardage back without throwing the ball, and it doesn't seem like that's really a big part of their offense.
Long into punt. They played 1 quarter up at Vineland, and it's 0-0, Vineland and Bridgeton. Here's a low kick by Long. It hits at the 43, rolls inside the 40. Ocean City lets it go, and it's going to roll dead at right about the 30-yard line.
So it wasn't the greatest punt on his part, but turns out to be pretty good.
So Ocean City takes over. 9:40 left in the second quarter, and they lead it 7-0. Atlantic City Electric scoreboard again. Vineland and Bridgeton 0-0 after 1 quarter. St. Augustine leads Atlantic City 7-0. And that's a little bit of a surprise because obviously a lot is expected of Vineland this year. Bridgeton lost a lot to graduation, but you know they always have a respectable
athletes,
program.
Yes.
Yep. Lost last week to Hamilton, got shut out though. Feifel awaits the snap, hands it off. Off the left side is Robertson. He's through a couple of tacklers and finally has to cross the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Chapman on the tackle, but again, a great hole. He wasn't even touched until he got deep into the backfield of Oakcrest.
9th first down for Ocean City. They lead it 7-0. And they'll operate now from their own 46-yard line. Feifel takes the snap, hands it off again. Robertson reads the block, but it was pretty well defensed, and he was only managed a couple of yards. And apparently we've got a penalty here. It's flag on the play. Officials holding against Ocean City, so they're going to give back 10 yards, and the flag is just behind the original line of scrimmage. Officials conferring they're going to start stepping it off from about the 46-yard line. So Ocean City will be in a long yardage situation. Back on their own 36, and they've got to get to the 44, so it's 1st and 20.
1st and 20, Tom, but the way Ocean City has been running the ball, it's not the type of situation you have to go away from your strength.
Bergman in to the left and behind Feifel. He gets the ball, shoots up the middle, drives through 2 tackles and gets the 10 yards plus more back out near the 50-yard line. Going to be just short of the 49.
Exactly what we were talking about, Tom. You stay with what's going for you, and they have been controlling that line of scrimmage.
Ocean City with receivers left and right. Billy Kroger on the right wing. It's Bergman coming to the outside, and he's caught from behind and pulled down. Good defensive play by Alec Rodriguez, 6'1", 202-pound junior. So it'll be third down and about 6 yards to go. Last year, Robertson averaged 4.1 yards per carry, led the team in rushing, and Bergman 5.3 per carry. He was third on the team. They scored 10 rushing touchdowns between them.
Well, that's a nice tandem to have coming back. That experience plus that explosiveness.
They're going to leave Feifel alone in the backfield here. Slot to the right, trips to the left. Third and about 7. He settles in, fires, incomplete. 2 players diving for it, and neither one of them could come up with it. Robertson was one of them, and the other one was, I think, Parker Bristol. Yep, neither one of them could come up with it. So it's fourth down for Ocean City at their own 49-yard line, and it looks like they will send Morales on.
But that wasn't because of pressure. He had time to complete that pass. It just was an earned throw.
Threw it hard, threw it low, I guess, so it couldn't be picked off. Back for Oakcrest, Elijah Shanks and Jalen Hurd. Good snap, high kick. Gets good height on the ball. Hits at the 19-yard line and stopped there, grabbed there by Ocean City. So Oakcrest will put it into play on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, Oakcrest hasn't had what you call good field position. They pretty much have had their backs to the wall this whole time.
This is the worst. They started on the 31 and 36. And you got them back to the 19 this time. I do like the Oakcrest putting 2 people back on a punt. I think you cover the field better. And
I feel the same way, Tom, and I've felt that way for a lot of years.
Not too many teams do it anymore. I guess to get more of a rush, they don't do it. All right, looks like Conti is back in. He's coming up under center. Trips to the right. Quick flat pass is caught. Coming all the way back from the right to the left is Harrison Doe, and he is stopped for very little gain by Kevin King, the cornerback who came up to make the tackle.
Again, a lot of movement for very little gain. I mean, for a minute, it looked like Oakcrest had it blocked pretty well coming back this way, but Ocean City reacted very well.
Gain of 1 to the 20, 2nd and 9. You can watch this game, remember, through the efforts of Matt Ulmer and Bill Shallcross at OceanCitySports.com. It's on live now, and if you're listening in the car or something, you can watch it later. Conti awaits the snap. Trips to the right, receiver to the left. Takes the snap, drops back. Now he's chased out of the pocket, rolling to the right, throws on the run. The pass is tipped into the air and caught. No, incomplete. It looked like he had his hands on it, but it came loose. Oakcrest almost caught it for a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 9.
It actually was off the hands of another receiver, and they almost made that completion. So, but Connie's showing a pretty good arm on that play.
Harry Feifel checks into the defensive secondary. Being the quarterback, they don't want him out there too much, but he's a valuable defensive player, so in key situations, he'll come into the defensive backfield. 3rd and 9. Double slot formation for Oakcrest. Jalen Tunney in the backfield. Conti swings it out right side. That was a backward pass and nowhere to go for Jalen Hurd. He stopped back close to the 10-yard line.
And there were 3 Ocean City players out there waiting for him to get the ball to tackle him. It was well defensed by Ocean City.
So it's 4th down and about 17 or 18 yards to go for Oakcrest. They're about their own 11-yard line. Long is on to punt.
Even good punters going to end up giving Ocean City very good field position.
Brandon Lashley stands at the Oakcrest 40 waiting to kick. High snap through his hands and out of the end zone for a save. Ocean City takes a 9-0 lead with 5:50 left in the first half, and they will get the football on the ensuing kickoff. Bruce Beaver, who works on the chain gang here, a former player at Ocean City, baseball and football. I'm sure it's going through his mind right now. He snapped the ball 41 yards once. And the punter was Mike Walicki, who's 6'5".
Right.
But the problem was Bruce had a shoulder injury, and he had gotten a numbing shot, and he couldn't have the same feel he normally has.
Yeah, but even so, Tom, I don't think he appreciates you telling that story.
Oh, no, he loves it. I think he has a T-shirt with it on there. It's the longest snap in Ocean City high school history. It was at Wildwood. Now there's a flag on the play. The Oakcrest player was helped to his feet. Trainer came out, didn't see what happened there, but they've thrown a flag.
It was a little bit of a late hit on the player standing there by an Ocean City player, and I'm guessing they'll call it unsportsmanlike conduct.
Personal foul against Ocean City. So that'll move the ball up a little more to about the 35-yard line, I guess.
And remember, after a safety, Oakcrest has to punt it back to Ocean City, so at least that gains them a little field position.
Right. Yeah, it would have been from the 20. Now it's going to be from the 35, I guess. They haven't placed the ball down yet. In fact, they've got the ball on the 22-yard line for some strange reason. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, that wasn't the ball. That was the official's foot. Now he's stepping it off. Going to take it out to the 35-yard line. Oakcrest will kick from there. They can punt if they want to.
Actually, a lot of teams do punt, Tom.
Mm-hmm. Kind of depends on what status of your kicking game.
Is, sure.
Because certainly with a punt, you usually can get more height. And both of the punters so far tonight have gotten good height. Ocean City with Robertson and rolls back. Lashley will join them. Oakcrest still huddled at the sideline. 9-0. Ocean City leading Oakcrest here at Carey Stadium. The Raiders will be idle next weekend. The following weekend, a Saturday game at Cedar Creek. And it'll be varsity day at Cedar Creek. All their varsity teams will be playing at home on that day. And then the following week, the last Friday in September, the Raiders will be back home for a 3 o'clock game with West Windsor, Plainsboro South. They're going to have to leave at lunchtime, West Windsor, Plainsboro.
Or before.
All right, Oakcrest is going to kick it the traditional way. A.J. Long. But there's a delay here. Oh, it's in the Ocean City end of the field. Officials are huddling about something at the Ocean City 20-yard line. Not sure what, or if we'll ever know.
Well, Oakcrest just took off their kicker, and now someone has a different kicker is now going to be kicking.
Another official has come into the huddle. Ocean City got a safety when the ball went through the hands of the high snap, went through the hands of the punter and out of the end zone.
You know, a lot of times those officials get a little time, and they probably saw somebody's chin strap wasn't strapped, and that may have held it up.
Well, it seemed a little more involved than that, but nothing's changed, so we don't know what it was. All right. Here comes the Oakcrest kick. There was a whistle just as he kicked it. And the play stops. I'm not sure what's going on here. I guess they're going to have to kick it again. I don't know. They call him for a fair catch?
They had to, because he caught it and just stayed right there. I didn't see the fair catch signal.
I didn't either.
But I guess that's what it's going to be.
Okay, Ocean City at its own 38-yard line with 5:49 remaining in the first half. Raiders lead 9-0. A 3-yard touchdown run by Harry Feifel, and a safety. The extra point was kicked by Keith Larkin. Feifel comes on the field with Bergman, who will be in the backfield with him. The Raiders will have receivers to each side. Feifel ready. And timeout called by Ocean City. I don't know whether they saw something that was wrong or whether they're afraid they're going to get a delay flag because they were taking a lot of time. But timeout is called by Kevin Smith. Ocean City leads it here 9-0 with 5:49 left in the first half. Vince Ionase, the certified public accountant in Northfield, concentrates in the following areas: individual and business taxation, tax resolution services, bookkeeping and payroll, and sales tax. Vince Ionase would like to wish all the players a successful and healthy season. The office of Vince Ionase is at 231 West Glen Cove Avenue at the corner of Route 9 in Northfield, phone 609-677-4977. Vince Ionase wants to solve your tax and accounting problems. Ocean City on top here, 9-0. St. Augustine has scored again. 2 touchdowns by freshman Pat Smith. St. Augustine leads Atlantic City 14-0. Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Feifel back to throw. Sets in. Fires down the right side. Caught by Rolls. Rolls is at the 45 and down to the 38-yard line for an Ocean City first down.
That was a good pass by Feifel in between the cornerback and the safety. Just kind of lobbed it in there, and by the time Oakcrest reacted, they have the ball on the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, if he'd have gotten another step, that'd have been fun to watch. Rolls. Here's Bergman off the right side for about 2, down to the 37-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Ocean City on top here, 9-0. 106-3 the Shore. Robertson's in the game. Feifel takes the snap, gives him the ball. He goes off the left side and drives, keeps driving, and got it down to about the 30-yard line. Going to be a yard short.
That's a perfect illustration of the strength of the Ocean City line. I mean, he banged into somebody almost at the line of scrimmage, and then Ocean City moved that line of scrimmage all the way down to close to being a first down.
Drew Robinson has scored for St. Augustine. They now lead Atlantic City 21-0. Pleasantville and Buna are scoreless in the second quarter. Bridgeton and Vineland scoreless in the second quarter. All on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. 9-0 here. Ocean City leads. It's 3rd and 1. Feifel keeps, and he drives down to about the 26 for the first down.
Almost about 5 yards on the quarterback sneak.
11th first down for Ocean City here in the first half. First and 10. Ocean City on the move. And a whistle. Timeout Oakcrest. So the Falcons want to talk it over. Their head coach, Eric Anderson, in his second year, 6-4 a year ago. And down 9-0, and backs to the wall a little bit here. Ocean City is inside the 30. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., Saturdays until 6, and Sundays from 8 till 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road, Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. Both teams ready to go here. It's 1st and 10, Ocean City at the 26-yard line of Oakcrest. Raiders lead it 9-0 at Carey Stadium on 106.3 The Shore. Feifel awaits the snap. He's got Robertson to his right. Now he straightens up and looks to the sidelines. He's going to come up and change the play. Raiders run a lot of time before snapping the ball. But he gets it to Robertson. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Drives maybe to the 30 or 25, but he's stopped there.
Good job by Oakcrest defense as they walled up the defense, and he really couldn't go anyplace at all. Probably no gain on the play.
Maybe a yard, a second and, well, less than 10. Feifel awaits the snap. He's going to keep it. Right side, pulls out of a tackle, out of another. He's inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line.
It wasn't a very big hole, but Feifel kind of tap danced, put himself sideways to take up less room, and was able to ballet through that hole for about a 4-yard gain.
Pleasantville scores. They now lead Buna 7-0 on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Slot to the left. Handoff is to Robertson. Tries to bounce it outside, but he's wrapped up and won't get to the outside. Good defense for Oakcrest. Dom Daniel, 5'10", 188-pound seniors. Brother Dante played at Holy Spirit the last few years.
Yeah, he backed up the line for Holy Spirit, and this Daniel's backing up the line for Oakcrest.
So it's 4th down for Ocean City. They're on the 28-yard line. 4th and about 3. They're going to go for it here. Bergman to the right, slot to the left, back to throw, and boom. Good run. Well, Feifel didn't go down yet, and he tries to make a desperation pass that's incomplete, so he saved his team about 8 or 9 yards, but Ocean City turns it over to Oakcrest on great pressure by the Falcon defense.
A good job by both the quarterback and Shallcross, who was smart enough to come back and get in receiving position so he could throw that ball. Otherwise, if there's no receiver in that spot, it goes as a penalty.
Correct. Good job by both of them, but great pressure by Oakcrest. The ball's going to be spotted on the 24-yard line. 23-yard line, excuse me. So Oakcrest has 2 minutes and 27 seconds to try to get on the board. Unlikely they could take the lead or tie the game, but they can make it a lot closer. They trail here 9-0. We'll see who the quarterback is. That's the interesting thing about Oakcrest, and it's going to be Conti. And Trey Sayers is the guy most of us expected to be the quarterback. He hasn't played, and here both teams moved. A lineman moved for Oakcrest. The Ocean City player came offside. It's just a matter of who moved first, and I think it was the Oakcrest guy. We'll see what the officials think. Looks like it is.
I think it is too, but boy, I'll tell you, that was close. Amazing. They weren't even on the same side of the ball. One was on the left-hand side, and the other was on the left-hand side defensively, and one was on the left-hand side offensively.
Yeah, they were probably 15, 20 yards apart.
Right.
But the 5-yard penalty goes against Oakcrest. 3 penalties, 30 yards against the Falcons, and they're back inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. Conti hands off, and there's no room there at all. Great penetration by Ocean City. Jalen Tunney, 5'11", 170-pound junior, carried the ball. And Kevin King and a group of guys were there waiting for him. Including
Lashley. They really did collapse that whole side of that line down.
So it's back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 18 for Oakcrest,
who has just not been able to move the ball.
And the clock, of course, continues to run. Minute 55 here in the first half. Conti hands the ball off. Miller trying to get some room, and he's wrapped up as he crosses the 15-yard line. Alex Morales in on the tackle. Also Tom Meehan.
And to just get that, he had to break the tackle in the backfield of Sterl to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I mean, Ocean City's just doing a superb job on both sides of the ball.
3rd and about 14 for Oakcrest, and there's a timeout on the field. Didn't see who called it, but timeout called with a minute 38 left. I have to think it's probably Ocean City because they think they have a shot to get the ball back.
Especially if you feel you got a field goal kicker, Tom.
That's right. The finest Italian food in Ocean City is at Voltaco's. Voltaco's is open 7 days a week during the summer, weekends in the early fall. Their spring opening is eagerly awaited by their many customers. Voltaco's, 957 West Avenue in Ocean City. Phone 609-399-0753. They'll be open for almost another month. But then it's time to get your food, put it in the freezer, and get through the winter without Voltaco's. But they're there now. On West Avenue, 957 West Avenue. Okay, Conti is in at quarterback. Third and about 14, long 14. He takes the snap and drops straight back. Fires it, floating it down the middle, and it is a battle for the ball. Let's see who gets it. Players from both teams had their hands on the ball. The officials signal it's Oakcrest's completion. The 48-yard line. The ball was a defender, and Alec Rodriguez, who we told you is a talented receiver, and apparently the officials felt Rodriguez controlled the ball.
That was a real jump ball on that one, though. Both players actually had the hold of the ball. Maybe Rodriguez was a little stronger.
Conti back to throw. Sets, hit as he throws, and floats it out of bounds. That stops the clock with a minute 23 left. And it's 2nd and 10. Oakcrest at its own 49-yard line.
I'd like to see Oakcrest try a little screen pass here.
Yeah. You can hear some of the fans in the background didn't like that call, but if it had gone the other way, you would have heard the fans on the other side.
Right. It really was. The Oakcrest receiver was in the front of the play. Maybe they gave him that advantage because of that, but boy, they both had control of that from what we could see from here.
Conti awaits the snap, double slot. Low snap, handles it, and hands the ball off. Squirting around the right side is Hurd, who's been a quarterback for some of this game. He picks up a yard or two to about midfield, maybe just across midfield.
And as you pointed out, Tom, the reason they're running that play, people would kind of wonder, but he is quick, and he's the type of player who can break a long one.
Timeout called by Oakcrest. A minute 10 left in the first half. Ocean City leads it here 9-0 over the Falcons. Shriver's Saltwater Taffy and Fudge in the center of the Ocean City Boardwalk for more than 115 years offers their selection of saltwater taffy, fudge, macaroons, mint rolls, nuts, and chocolates online. Visit Shrivers.com where you can place an order and receive your delicious treats within days. Shrivers on the boardwalk at 9th Street. We need to get some extra for Matt Ulmer, but we'll do our best. He's a saltwater taffy guy.
Oh, how about that?
3rd and 9. The ball's at midfield. Oakcrest trying to get on the board. They trail here 9-0 season opener for the Raiders and the Falcons. If they don't get the first down, look for an Ocean City timeout. Here's a pass to Hurd, a backward pass. Now he's going to try and make something out of it, and he is quick. He gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage, and he drives down to about the 41-yard line. There's a flag on the play. If it's against Ocean City, it'll be a first down. Might be a first down anyway. Let's see where they spot the ball. Yep, they're going to get the first down anyway, and we'll see what the penalty is. He was all the way on the other side of the field on a backward pass and showed that speed as he got to the Ocean City side.
And I thought they were setting up a double pass on the play.
Yeah, I did too.
Then he starts coming in this direction, and he had no idea, no thoughts of throwing the ball. He was going to run it.
Kevin Smith talking to the officials. There's been no signal yet. A lot of huddles here. Personal foul against Ocean City. Now Kevin's going to speak some more words. 5 penalties, 35 yards against Ocean City. That's going to put Oakcrest inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, by far their deepest penetration.
Still 58 seconds left. Officials are huddling again. It's an opener for them, too. So they're going to step this off from the 34-yard line. We'll take it down to the 19, if we estimate right. No, they're going to stop at the 25-yard line. So it's a 5-yard penalty, I guess.
I don't know. I can't figure that out. It's above my pay grade.
Here's Conti, back to throw, fires it up in the air. Receiver's out there, and he makes the catch. Alec Rodriguez. No, excuse me. Najee Hart, the 6'2", 190-pound senior, goes up and makes the catch, and Oakcrest goes, about 80 yards? Just sort of 80 yards in a couple of minutes.
23-yard line.
And they score with 45 seconds left.
And he just threw that up in the air, and the offensive player out-jumped the defensive player.
Well, he's one of those guys we said they got to get the ball to. And they did in a very big situation. So it's 9-6. Oakcrest lines up, and timeout's called. Timeout called by Ocean City. Oakcrest lining up like they were going to go for 2, but an unusual formation, and the Raiders call timeout. So with 45 seconds remaining in the first half, Oakcrest is on the board. They trail 9-6. And they're going to try for, it looks like, try for 2. At Wiesenthal's Auto Service in Ocean City, their staff will repair your vehicle and prevent potential problems. Call them at 609-399-9741 to schedule an appointment. No matter where you live, it's worth a trip to Ocean City to keep your vehicle operating properly. Don, Glenn, the legendary Al, and Chris the Rockstar will handle all of your repairs. Wiesenthal's Auto Service, 9th and West, right in the center of Ocean City. All right, Oakcrest with that swinging gate type of formation. 2 receivers split to the right, 3 people in the middle, and they snap it to Hurd. He's rolling right. He's boxed in, and 3 or 4 Ocean City, 5, make it 6. Ocean City defenders driving back outside the 15-yard line. So it stays 9-6. Ocean City on top here, and they'll get the kickoff with 45 seconds left in the first half. Ocean City Aquatic and Fitness Center has newly renovated saltwater pool, strength and conditioning equipment, cardio machines, and fantastic aerobic and water exercise classes. The Aquatic and Fitness Center is open weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 7 until 6, and Sundays from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Phone 609-398-6900 for more information, or visit ocnj.us/recreation online. So the Falcons on a couple of big pass receptions, one by Alec Rodriguez, which was debated, and the other by Najee Hart for a touchdown, are on the board, trailing 9-6.
Well, there was no doubt about the Hart reception, Tom. The other one, I don't know. We'll have to see the film.
The legendary Jeff Hoffner, who I guess watching this game at OceanCitySports.com, who had filled in admirably for Tom Park last year, says he's happy to see him back where he belongs. Tom Park was the longtime voice of Cary Stadium here. He retired as a teacher last year, so for 6 months he wasn't allowed to do anything for the school district because of state law. But he's back now. Okay, here's Long to kick. And he kicks it high. It's going to come down to Robertson at about the 12. Robertson straight up the middle. Has a lot of steam. He runs through a tackle. He runs past Long. He's down the sidelines across the 50 and inside the 40-yard line to about the 35 or 36-yard line of Oakcrest.
There is a flag on the play, but Tom, he ran for about 20 yards before there was an Oakcrest player in. I don't know whether they were playing it conservatively on that kickoff or not, but he burst through that 20-yard lines.
There's two flags, actually, within 5 yards of each other, one at the 28 and one at the 33. Another huddle by the officials, but of course, you want them to get it right. The Oakcrest team is moving way downfield, so they're pretty sure Ocean City's going to be in the hole. And offsetting penalties. Apparently, it looked like they said face mask against Ocean City and a personal foul against Oakcrest. You would think it would have been the other way around. So I guess they're going to kick off again.
Yeah, it has to. Offsetting penalties have to do it all over.
Bet they don't kick it to Robertson. 35 seconds left in the first half. Of course, if Rolls gets going, he's just as fast, if not faster. Rolls is in the middle. Robertson is toward the Ocean City sideline. And Lashley, capable runner himself, on the far side. Versatile player, defense, receiver, and kick returner. Officials are holding the ball out for somebody from Oakcrest to take it. Here comes Long. He was at the sidelines. He didn't want the ball. He's going into a huddle first. He's got the tee in his hands, though.
Yeah. Now, he did kick the one that Robertson just took back, but the time before, Berry kicked off.
Uh-huh. Long waits for the official signal. There it is. He's ready. And here we go, kicking off again. This is a kick that gets past Ocean City. It's picked up at about the 2-yard line. They're running up the middle and out across the 15 to about the 17 or 18-yard line. That was Rolls, and there's a flag on the play. Ball got past the Raiders. Rolls went back and picked it up around the 2. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Oakcrest. So that'll improve the field position a little. Oakcrest will receive to start the second half. And the ball is going to come all the way out to the 33-yard line. So we'll see what Kevin Smith decides to do here and his staff. Well, they're going to take a knee, I think. Just by the way, they have a back standing 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he takes a knee. Just got almost taken down by a seagull as they're flying low around the field here. And the clock will run out. So Ocean City has a 9-6 lead here at the half. Or did somebody call timeout? Yeah, no. 9-6 at the end of the first half here at Carey Stadium. Ocean City and Oakcrest. Raiders are on a 3-yard run by Harry Feifel and Keith Larkin's extra point. And then they got a safety when the ball was snapped over the punter's head and out of the end zone to take a 9-0 lead. And then it was a touchdown pass from Nico Conti to Najee Hart, covering 25 yards. 2-point run failed by Oakcrest. It's 9-6 here at the half. And Oakcrest is entitled to receive, I'm sure they will, to start the second half. You're listening to high school football on 106.3 The Shore. Listen to this message, and then we'll be back here at Carey Stadium. Okay.
The Schaefer household can speak highly of that. Peg told me she wondered if Tom would have popcorn here and made sure that I bring one.
Oh, we'll make sure we send one back. She's just got to send us a cheesecake. See if we can get this down to Tom Park. Take that down to Tom Park so we can read them off. Tom Park. Sorry, talking off the air here. Okay, remember next Friday on sister station 98.7 The Coast, Brian Kniff and Scott Wall will be at the Mustang Corral in Linwood, where Mainland will host Middle Township. Middle Township playing Holy Spirit tonight. We don't have a score in that game yet. Holy Spirit is, a lot expected of them. Holy Spirit, St. Augustine, and St. Joe should all be good again. And Vineland, Millville, and Cedar Creek. I mean, those are probably the 6 teams that look like they may be elite teams. Timber Creek has scored again, and they lead Delsey 13-7. The first touchdown by Kyle Dobbins for Timber Creek, who, of course, played the last few years at St. Augustine Prep.
And quite a player, too.
Yeah, you put him together with Leary, their quarterback, and you've got quite a nice little pair of weapons there. Cherokee leads Shawnee to 14-7 in the first quarter. A couple of those teams that we were talking about earlier.
Tom, I have a question for you. If you were the commissioner in high school football, what would you make the regulations be for transferring of schools, players from school?
Were you just talking about football players?
Football.
I don't think it should be different for football than it is for
any other sport.
No. And it isn't right now. Every sport's the same. If you play, if you're transferring from school A to school B, if you play the sport at school A, then you have to sit out, unless your family moves, that sport at school B. If you didn't play a sport at school A, you don't have to sit out when you transfer. In fact, because of the way that rule's set up, you could actually play a fall sport at one school, a winter sport at another, and a spring sport at a third, and never sit out anything, because you're not playing the sport at the previous school. Your academics.
Does that include JV and freshmen?
Yes. Your academics could be screwed up moving around all those schools. But personally, I think the NJSIA should allow everybody to transfer once. No restrictions. You don't have to move. You don't have to bring in your electric bill to prove you're living in a district. You one transfer for anybody for any reason, and I think that would eliminate 80 to 85% of the transfers of being worried about. And now, if you're going to go a second transfer, now you got to deal with the 30-day sit out and all that stuff, because it's just gotten silly. And of course, the NJSIA is not an investigative body. They don't have enough people to go out and look into things. They've got to be informed about things. Usually, the school informs on themselves, but. I just think
I would disagree with yours.
Right.
And my scenario would be, let's just use Atlantic City and St. A's in basketball, the two, I guess, prominent basketball schools. Your senior year, the year before, one or the other didn't have that good a team, so you transfer in your senior year, and there's no penalty at all.
Okay.
And that just seems wrong to me. That's for the benefit of the sport. And I guess there's no getting around that. In most cases, it probably is for the benefit of the sport, no matter when they do it. But I just see a lot more kids doing something like that.
Maybe. There's another score on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Washington Township and Hamilton, they are scoreless. Yeah, it's possible. You might be right. Delsey has come right back and now leads Timber Creek 14-13. They played 6 minutes, those two teams. So there's going to be some points scored there, as you would expect. Two potent offensive programs.
I was just going to say there's another school, Delsey, who over the years, go back to the beginning of his career, John Oberg has been, a top football school for centuries.
Carlton Lawrence of Millville comes back 54 yards with a punt. Millville now leads Egg Harbor Township 13-0.
He's quick, too, Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Vineland and Millville, there's no doubt about it. They have a great deal of talent returning. And it's going to be interesting to see what kind of season they have. So that's the update on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Millville 13, EHT nothing. St. Augustine 28, Atlantic City 6. Pleasantville 7, Buna nothing, and it's still 0-0 between Bridgeton and Vineland. Need a sign? You need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate, other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891 and Cape Signs at 856-506-0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, they can supply whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs. The Storage Inn is a family-owned business started more than 3 decades ago. They're at 9th Street and West Avenue in Ocean City. The Storage Inn has over 40 different sizes to meet all your storage needs, both personal and commercial. Storage Inn is open 7 days a week with 24-hour, 7-day security. Call 609-391-1416 for Storage Inn, also located in Egg Harbor Township, or visit storageinn.net. Their managers are on site to assist you. The Storage Inn of EHT and Ocean City. You know, it's still a little dark on that field, and if you look across the way, Jim, there's a bank of lights at the top of that pole at about the 20-yard line on 5th Street. It isn't on.
Yeah, I couldn't tell whether they were pointed downward and we couldn't see the light or that they just weren't on.
Well, I think they're off. Because if you look at the other pole, you can see that top, that top row.
True.
And it does look a little darker down there. So that's something that's got to be fine-tuned a little bit. Oakcrest ready to receive as we get ready to start the second half. Ocean City on top 9-6. We're expecting Josh Rolls to kick off. The ball is on the tee, and we're ready to go here. Oakcrest has 3 back deep. Here's the kick. It's high, end over end. Comes down at about the 14-yard line. Running room up the middle across the 20 and hit there at about the 22-yard line. And that's where Oakcrest will put it into play. Elijah Shanks on the return. First and 10, Oakcrest, starting on their own 26-yard line. Falcons were in trouble, 9-0, deep in their own territory. 2 long completions. One of them to Alec Rodriguez, and the other a touchdown pass to Najee Hart. And they scored to make it 9-6, and now they have a chance to take the lead. Here's the snap, the handoff up the middle, running room across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. And this time they got a hole for Marcus Miller, and he picks up some yards.
Yeah, that may be on the ground the best play they've had so far in the game.
Nico Conti, the quarterback, he threw the touchdown pass. Second and about 4. Ball's out to the 32-yard line. Hart splits to the left and Hurd to the right for Oakcrest. Conti's up under center. Takes the snap. Ball's fumbled, covered at the 28-yard line. Yeah, Ocean City is universally pointing in their direction, but they're wrong. Miller covered it up right away. And it's still Oakcrest possession, but they lose 2 or 3 yards. It's back to about the 29-yard line.
Tom, that was a good handoff. It looked like maybe he was switching arms or something and just lost the ball.
Third down. High school football on 106.3 The Shore. We'll be with Ocean City most of the season. A couple games will be on 98.7. It goes down, a sweep by Miller goes nowhere. And Ocean City covered it well. That was Billy Kroger, I think.
Well, I'll tell you, he fought off a blocker to make that tackle. That wasn't easy.
Pretty sure that's who it was. They got the black numerals on the red jerseys with a little white trim. Long to punt. They're in a 4th and 13 situation. High snap, good rush. The punter's hit. There's got to be a penalty unless he touched the ball. There's no flag.
No, I don't know what happened on that.
It's possible he touched the ball. They didn't go that far. It's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So
something on the field out there? On the 15-yard line?
No, they have these yellow dots for soccer and field hockey and so forth, and sometimes it's confusing.
It could be another line, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Feifel waits the snap with Bergman. Hands it off. Bergman shoots through the line and dives out for almost a first down. We'll see where they spot it. Looks he's just short, so a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Raiders are ready. Officials are not. They're going to measure.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to measure. They're going to give him a first down.
And it looked like it wasn't going to be until the Ocean City players get up on the line of scrimmage and indicated, hey, that's a first down.
So Ocean City's 12th first down. Oakcrest has 4 unofficially. Official stats will be at oceancitysports.com. Raiders hit the line for about 2 yards inside the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 8. There was a guy in a game last year, Jim, who wore gold shoes. And throughout the whole game, we thought there were penalty flags on the field. Feifel takes the snap. Keeps it, rolling out left. He's got the first down the left sideline at the 10, through a tackle at the 5, and a touchdown. Harry Feifel, 29 yards, and he scores his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Boy, nice by Feifel, really to draw everyone in. Then when he hit the corner, he was wide open and untouched all the way to the goal line.
8:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Keith Larkin will come on to kick the extra point. Out of the hold of Brandon Lashley. And Jackson Young, the long snapper. They're the extra point team. 15-6. Ball is down. The kick is up. It's high enough. It's good. It developed a little slow there, but they got it through.
Yeah, the guy came off the left side there and looked like he was going to be able to block the ball.
So Ocean City jumps back out 16-6 over Oakcrest. The Raiders will be kicking off to the Falcons. Since 1981, the Trofa and Coggins families have offered the best in car care at Car Caress, now at a new location, 1634 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, right next to CVS Pharmacy. There's also Car Caress 2, 100 Stagecoach Road in Marmora behind ShopRite. At Car Caress, they'll hand wash your vehicle, both the interior and exterior. They also have an automatic car wash, self-service bays, and vacuums. Car Caress, 1635 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Phone for an appointment at 609-398-8482. They also offer free pickup and delivery. Car Caress, something special for your vehicle at a price that fits your budget. So that didn't take long. Ocean City, a couple first downs.
No, Oakcrest just has not been able to move the ball. Therefore, has the ball for so little time. And Oakcrest, on the other hand, has been able to move the ball on the ground and chew up a lot of clock.
Here's the kickoff. Ooh, short kick. Hits at the 38. Oakcrest 38 and spins backwards. Went out of bounds. But it went out of bounds at about the 40, so they'll take it there. Usually you just take it at the 35, but you have the option to take it where it went out of bounds.
Right. And it's a penalty. I haven't seen a flag on the field yet.
Illegal procedure. Yep, they're going to take it at the 38. So Oakcrest on their own 38-yard line. 8:58 left. Clock never started here in the third quarter. Conte under center, backs in the eye. 1st and 10. Hands the ball off. There's a flag and a whistle. Right down the middle was Kevon Berry, the fullback, and he was going to pick up 8-9 yards.
Yeah, but I don't know whether that was because Ocean City just kind of stood up on the play, Tom. Of course, it makes you feel good if you're running back.
Penalties against Oakcrest, apparently. 5 yards. 5 penalties, 50 yards unofficially against the Falcons.
It hasn't been easy for them. And now, you know, when you put them in a long situation, their forte is not passing the ball, even though that's what they made their biggest gains on in that first half, is those couple passes.
1st and 15 for Oakcrest. Conte takes the snap, hands the ball off again to Berry, and he's piled up. Well, is there a loose ball? Let's see. Ocean City thinks there is, and the officials don't. 2nd down. Raiders got it. It's the second time they got excited. Thought they recovered a fumble.
Right.
It wasn't the case. As well as that really close interception play that was very key on the Oakcrest scoring drive. Alec Rodriguez making the catch. All right, it's 2nd and about 14. Conte under center. Backs are in the eye. Receiver to each side. Takes the snap, hands it off, and driving out to about the 38-yard line and then pushed back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10, roughly, for Oakcrest.
And it looked like he was going to have a little running room there, but the linebackers for Ocean City really filled well.
Harry Feifel checks in on defense. As we said, he'll do that periodically. He'll play a play here and there because he's a very good defensive player, even though he's the quarterback, and has scored both of Ocean City's touchdowns tonight. 3rd and 10. Oakcrest on its own 38-yard line, trailing 16-6. Double slot formation. Conte awaits the snap, drops back. Deep drop. It's a little screen out to the left. Sees some running room. Out to the 45 and stopped at about the 47 or about the 47-yard line. We'll see if it's enough for the first down. Jalen Tunney turning it upfield.
It looked short to me, but at
short.
least it was a play that the back, Tunney had a little bit of running room on the play that time. It didn't look like the greatest screen pass in the world, but it still was effective.
4th and a yard. The ball is out to the 47-yard line. You take a chance here?
I think you do.
Receivers to each side. Backs are in the eye. Oakcrest going after it. Conte under center. Gives to Berry, the fullback, and he bangs ahead for a first down. He's pushed back, but he got in close or out close to the 50-yard line. So it's a first down. Oakcrest takes a shot, and it's successful.
Yeah, and they actually got a little movement on the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot, but enough to make that first down. Legitimate call a legitimate play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Falcons trail 16-6, scored on a 25-yard pass from Nico Conte to Najee Hart. Receivers left and right, they're in the eye. This is the longest they've stayed in one formation. Back to throw, Conte throwing long down the left side for Hurd, well covered, incomplete. And Ocean City thinks it could have been interference on Hurd.
Do you know, Tom, that it's a penalty if the defender slows down to prevent the offensive guy from going for the ball?
No, I didn't know that. Where'd you hear that?
I don't know. Somebody 50 years ago said that.
Isaac Robertson had good coverage there, and it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10. Conte hands the ball off to Miller. He slashes off the right side, and he's across the 50 and down to the Ocean City 46, where it's about 3rd and 5.
Still plenty of time. It's 16-6. Ocean City on top.
There is, but this would be a real nice time to bounce right back for Oakcrest. Let's see if they can do it. It's 3rd down and about 5. Conte hands the ball off to Miller going right. He's got the first down the right side, bounces away from the tackle, and he's inside the 35-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where they spotted it on that far side where he went out of bounds. 31-32, make it the 32-yard line. 1st down, Oakcrest.
And this is the best Oakcrest has looked in the whole ball game, moving the ball on the ground with some nice blocking and some good running.
1st and 10 at the Ocean City 32-yard line. Oakcrest has a good-sized student cheering section on the other side of the field. Conte hands off to Berry, and Berry gets a yard or two and then is driven back. Somebody lost a helmet. You got to come out of the game. And James Rice, the 6'3", 246-pound senior defensive tackle, lost his helmet, has to come out. 2nd and 9. Oakcrest on the Ocean City 31. Timeout, Ocean City. 4:38 left, 3rd quarter. Raiders lead it 16-6. It's not too late to go to Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. They're open tonight till 10. Saturday, tomorrow from noon to 10. Sunday from noon to 9. And next week, each weeknight from 6 until 9. Wonderland Pier will continue to be open weekends after that through October the 8th for your entertainment. The summer continues at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at gillians.com. There's always things happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. Monday at 6, it's Classic Film Night, E.T. And Wednesday at 3, after school movie and snacks every Wednesday. You can learn to play bridge or improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, homework, help, and much more. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson, phone 609-399-2434. 2nd and 9. Conte hands the ball off to Hurd, gets away from a man in the backfield, and he's down close to about the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd, maybe 4 to go.
Showed good feet there as he was able to kind of jump stop and turn in another direction to pick up that extra yardage.
3rd down. Probably have 2 shots at it here. They're at the just inside the Ocean City 27-yard line. 3rd and about 5. Conte under center, backs in the eye. Receiver to each side. And Oakcrest moved.
Yeah, the left tackle just a little too anxious on that play.
So that'll make it 3rd and 10. It might change the play call. 5-yard penalty. 55 yards against Oakcrest. Ocean City's been penalized 35. Third and 10. Ball just inside the 32-yard line. Oakcrest and Ocean City territory. Backs in the eye. Receivers to both sides. Conti takes the snap. Drops back. Swing pass is incomplete. That might be a lateral. Oh, they call it an incomplete pass. Lashley scooped it up and was taken off downfield.
And rightfully so. That was, let's see on instant replay. That was really, really close to a backward pass.
Anyway, it's 4th and 10.
So the officials need some practice too, I guess, huh?
Yeah. That's a tough call to make.
It is.
It depends on where you're standing, and
I mean, you almost have to be parallel to that.
Yeah. To the quarterback.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Conti. Under center. Backs are in the eye. Oh, punt. I'm sorry. They're going to punt. The ball is blocked. It looks like it's blocked. And Ocean City has it. They caught it in the air after the block. And they have it on their own 38-yard line.
Wow. What looked to be a good series for Oakcrest turned into a nightmare.
Fell apart. So Ocean City takes over on its own 37, make it. We've got 3:24 left in the third quarter.
Well, let's see if Ocean City goes back to pounding that ball.
Well, last time they scored didn't take long. A couple of plays, and there goes Feifel.
Yeah,
Let's see
good
what
read
happens here.
by Pfeiffer.
Trips to the left. Feifel takes the snap, hands it off the right side, and out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line is Bergman. Gain of 4, maybe almost 5. Josh rolls. Going to split wide to the left. Slot to the left, wing back to the right side. Feifel with Bergman. Gives it to Bergman. Shoots up the middle across the 45. About 2 or 3 yards short of the first down.
And only a good tackle prevented him from getting that first down. Just stood him straight up.
Third and a couple. Feifel back to his right, receiver to each side. Takes a snap, keeps it, coming right. He's got the first down at the 50. He bursts across the 40, the 30, grabbed by the shirt and pulled down inside the 20, just outside the 15-yard line.
Well, that was a battle with Fuffle and Tunney. Tunney kind of grabbed his shirt and held on for dear life.
Feifel scored twice tonight, and
shows good speed, I think, Tom. He really turns that end, and
really good athlete, and he came close to touchdown number 3 there. Takes the snap, hands the ball off, and straight up the middle, down to about the 11 or 12-yard line is Robertson.
well, I thought I saw the left tackle for Ocean City get a little early jump on that.
Gain of about 4. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's see what Feifel pulls out this time.
Robertson to his left. He's got a slot to the left side. Robertson cuts back inside the 10.
Very close to that first down.
Looks to be short. 3rd and about a yard. Raiders lead by 10. Trying to increase that lead. Feifel. Bergman to his right. Bergman drives, pulls out of a tackle, pulls out of another, and he scores. Liam Bergman scores from the 8. And Ocean City leads it 22-6.
45 seconds to play in the third quarter.
On to kick the extra point. Keith Larkin is 2 for 2. Bad snap. And Lashley running, looking, throws it deep into the end zone. It's caught. 2 points.
It's the old fumble drill, Tom. You tell your 2 receivers when that happens, when you hear that call, to run kind of for the goalpost. And then what happens is the snapper just runs to an open area and throws the ball in the air, and that ended up being a completion.
Bill Kroger was the guy who caught it. The 6'1", 196-pound junior caught it deep in the end zone. We were just waiting for the official signal because it was tough to see whether he was out of the end zone.
Yeah, he could have been out of the back end of the end zone.
So Ocean City leads it here 24-6. They will kick off to Oakcrest. On the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard, it's Cherokee 14, Shawnee 7. Hamilton leads Washington Township 2-0. Still nothing, Vineland and Bridgeton. Millville 12, Egg Harbor Township nothing. St. Augustine leads Atlantic City 28-6, and Pleasantville over Buna 7-0. Back and forth again. Timber Creek takes a 19-14 lead over Delsey.
Holy Spirit 28-0 over Middle.
Here's the kick, end over end by Ocean City. It's caught in the run at the 20-yard line. Trying to get to the outside is Doe. He's going all the way across field, but he's stopped as he gets across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
I don't know if you heard me, Tom. Holy Spirit up 28-0.
Okay, that's against Middle Township. Spartans opener. Millville's only winning 12-0. We earlier said 13, but apparently they're still having extra point problems. They scored a lot of 2-point conversions last year.
Yeah, the big cause was they had no center.
Yeah, their center got hurt. That's right. Buna's just scored, tied Pleasantville 7-7 on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Oakcrest trying to get something going here in the final seconds of the third quarter. And movement. The quarterback may have actually backed out. Doesn't matter, but it's a 5-yard penalty against Oakcrest. So it'll be 1st and 15. Camden Catholic, who plays Holy Spirit later, is leading Camden 33-0.
Wow.
Backs in the eye. Conti takes the snap, hands the ball off. And not much there. Stopped at the 26-yard line is Miller. 27, they'll spot it. So 2nd and about 14 or 15.
Oh, that's right. They had that penalty.
Just a few seconds left here. We'll see if they get this play off. Well, they just did. The pass is incomplete, overthrown. Ocean City defensive back had the best shot at it.
Yeah, so I think he threw it out of the way on purpose because that could have been intercepted.
So Ocean City leads here 24-6 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Ocean City 24, Oakcrest 6. at Carey Stadium. This game brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team every week. You'll like the way they do business. Heist Agency with convenient offices in Ocean City, Margate, Egg Harbor Township, Marmora, and Vineland. Phone 609-399-0453. You'll also find them online at heistagency.com. Remember Thomas H. Heist when you need insurance. Interstate Batteries in Egg Harbor Township is now the 10th largest in the country, bringing their excellent service to 7 counties in South Jersey. They not only have a battery for your car, but your boat, RV, motorcycle, ATV, truck, power chair, or golf cart. Interstate Batteries, America's #1 replacement battery, is at 6064 Riga Avenue, Egg Harbor Township. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone them at 609-646-5008. If you need a battery, you'll find it at Interstate Batteries. Tested and trusted. They're outrageously dependable. Oakcrest, Connie back to throw, being chased and sacked.
But great pressure. There were 2 guys in there. He evaded the one and then got hit on the backside. Really a great job by Ocean City and Morales on the tackle.
So, 4th down for the Falcons.
And Ocean City once again will get great field position.
Long stands at about his own. Oops, over his head again. And it is still in the end zone. And he's driven out of the end zone. And a flag. So it's a safety. But there's a flag again. Officials are conferring. I didn't see anything on that play, but
I saw the hit.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was anything wrong with it. Safety. Personal foul against Oakcrest. No, against Ocean City. Sorry.
Yeah, so I guess they'll do it on the.
So the same exact thing that happened before, but this time we were watching. We were watching when he threw the flag. The last time it was very late, and it's the same thing. But another 2 points for Ocean City. So it's now 26-6. As once again, a high snap got past the punter.
We were just talking about Millville having some center problems, so Oakcrest, I guess, has them too.
So Oakcrest is going to kick off to Ocean City. Delsey has come right back and scored again. They lead Timber Creek 21-19 with 11.5 minutes still to play in the first half. Vineland has finally scored and leads Bridgeton 6-0. Long to kick off. Waits for the official to mark the ball as ready. Not sure what they're waiting for. Here it comes. End over end kick. Comes down at about the 14-yard line. Across the 20, trying to get to the outside, cutting it back, Robertson, and he brings it out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Great return. He used his blocker well and got every inch he possibly could to give his team good field position again.
Ball spotted at the 42. Feifel, who has scored twice, and Bergman, who scored the other one, in the backfield for Ocean City.
And Feifel has just run the team very, very well. Very calm, cool, and collected back there.
Slot to the right, wing back, movement, Right up the middle, Bergman. Bergman at the 50, Bergman at the 45, and a first down for Ocean City.
Boy, and I mean a great hole in that line of scrimmage. Once again, when he went through that line of scrimmage, there nary a hand on him.
Unofficially 15 first downs for Ocean City, 6 for Oakcrest. Raiders lead by 20. Feifel. Ball on the 44 of Oakcrest. Gets the snap. Gives it to Bergman. Drives straight ahead. No. Kept the ball. Good fake, but a wrong decision, I guess. He kept the ball and was hit. Where are they going to spot it? Okay, back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of about 4 yards on the play.
I think at first he fooled the official. I'm
Yeah.
not sure they knew.
And 4 or 5 guys tackled Bergman.
Right.
He didn't have the ball. All right, they're ready again. This time Bergman gets the ball, trying to get to the outside, hesitates, cuts it back, and is hit pretty good at about the 39-yard line, the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Good job by Berry, who is a linebacker for Oakcrest, just reading it down the line and finally making that tackle.
Oakcrest players shaken up. Training squads come out for both teams.
Tom, you were saying about dehydration. I saw one of the Ocean City players come off.
We know that because of the way they're stretching his leg. If they thought it was a leg injury, they wouldn't be doing that.
No, that's for sure.
So he'll be all right. But you know what? It can hurt more than a leg injury.
It sure can.
Ocean City on top here, 26-6. 2 touchdown runs by Harry Feifel, one by Liam Bergman. 25-yard touchdown pass from Conti to Hart for Oakcrest's only points.
And 2 safeties by Ocean City, which is really a rare. You can go a whole season and not see a safety.
You're right. It's going to be interesting to see if we can figure out if Ocean City's ever benefited from 2 safeties in the same game. All right, he's up on his feet.
That's good because he's played a heck of a ball game, Rodriguez.
Yeah. And they'll give him a drink.
Or 2.
Millville got a 2-point conversion. They now lead Egg Harbor Township 20-7 on the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Hamilton increases its lead on Washington Township to 8-0. Feifel awaits the snap here, 3rd and 9. He's alone in the backfield, and he's going to run it. Straight up the middle, he's hit at the 40 and falls to the 38. About 4 yards short of the first down.
No fake on that play, just a center snap, and he ran right off the right tackle.
Isaiah Pacheco helped off the field.
Uh-oh.
And the Vineland-Bridgeton game. Keep an eye on that. Vineland leads it 6-0. Ocean City's going to go for it here. They're looking to the sideline. No, but they're going to call timeout, I guess.
They're going to have to.
Because nothing's happening. 26-6, Ocean City leading Oakcrest. 8:49 left in the 4th quarter, 8:47, the clock stops. So 8:46, excuse me. And timeout called by Ocean City. Now they'll bring Morales on. They just wanted to use as much clock as they could. And they, of course, used the timeout.
It's a little bit of surprise to me that they're punting this situation.
Morales backs up close to his own 45-yard line.
Oh, there was a penalty.
Delay a game.
I didn't see any signs. I just saw him pointing against Ocean City in the 5 yards. Now I can see why he would punt in this situation now.
Well, Pacheco had cramps just like the guys here. He got a little drink, came back in. And everybody in Vineland took a deep breath.
Absolutely.
Now there's a flag. Another flag. It kind of looked unfortunate. Ocean City and a Vineland player all tangled up on the play, and one tried to get up and fell down, and they threw a flag. Maybe they could see it more clearly than we could because they are closer. Unsportsmanlike conduct against both teams, so they'll do it again. 4th and 9. They stopped the game, though. They blew the whistle to stop the game, so how could it be unsportsmanlike? Well,
I thought that happened on the play.
Yeah. But high snap. Morales, he goes up and gets it, end over end kick, gets a nice roll inside the 15, inside the 10, and dangerously, Hurd picks it up and tries to return it from about the 5-yard line. He got a couple of yards, was tackled, and then they threw a flag. I want to watch this game again. It'll be available. It is now on oceancitysports.com, and it'll be up there in the archives forever. 15-yard penalty against Ocean City. Seven penalties, 65 yards. So it's 1st and 10 for Vineland out across their own 30, around the 31-yard line. It was a really dangerous play by Hurd to try picking that up. Delsey has scored again. They lead 28-25 over Timber Creek. They're still in the first half. Hart positions himself wide to the right. Conti under center, backs in the eye, and running up the middle across the 35 to about the 36-yard line is Miller. He's about 3 yards short of a first down.
8 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the ball game.
Second and about 3 or 4 yards to go. Vineland still leads Bridgeton 6-0. Vineland's turned the ball over 4 times, we understand, in the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. Conti under center, 3rd and about 4. 2nd and 4. Oh! Ocean City with great penetration and a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Terrific play by James Rice. In fact, Rice hit him and drove him back, and his momentum carried him all the way over into a somersault.
Right.
Rice somersaulted over him.
I mean, he got back there almost at the same time as the ball.
3rd and 8. Conti under center, backs her in the eye, hands the ball to the fullback, Berry, and Berry gets out close to the first down. Looks to be about a yard short.
Berry's played a nice ball game for Oakcrest.
Good sized guy.
On both offense and defense.
Yep, 6 foot, 225 pounds, only a junior. Came to Oakcrest from St. Joe prior to last season. Played at St. Joe as a freshman. They're going to punt. Long comes on with 6:29 left. Oakcrest down 20.
They had a little problems with this snap, so let's see what happens.
Lashley drops back in single safety, close to his own 35-yard line. Good snap, knee high, end over end kick. Lashley fair catch, makes the catch, at about the 35-yard line. So Ocean City, with a couple of first downs, might be able to run out the clock. Well, maybe a little more than a couple first downs. 6:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Raiders are on their own 35-yard line, leading here 26-6. Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. It's Vineland 6, Bridgeton nothing. Pleasantville and Buena 7-7. St. Augustine 28, Atlantic City 6. Millville 20, Egg Harbor Township 7, Holy Spirit 28. Middle Township nothing. Let's change that. Millville just scored again. They lead 26-7 over EHT. Sweeping to the outside is Bergman, and he's got a first down out across midfield.
And that was all Bergman. He was due to go off tackle. He saw an opening, planted that foot and got to the outside, turned it up for good yardage.
These guys do read well. That was one of the big things about Andrew Donahue, how well he read pass defenses and so forth. And these running backs this year are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Donahue had a good arm, though, too.
Yeah. That helps. Threw for 98 yards, 96 yards in his first game at College of New Jersey. Timeout called by Oakcrest. 5:59 left, fourth quarter. Ocean City 26, Oakcrest 6. Shoppy's is even better online. You probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but at Shoppy.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppy's also has a complete line of gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you're presenting a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684 for Shoppy's since 1921. It's known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk, Ocean City, 1-800-842-2676. You can have your popcorn shipped right to you online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. Here's the snap and the handoff, driving down to about the 45-yard line. There's Robertson. Picks up about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Ocean City with 2 early touchdowns. Well, one in the first half, another early in the second half by Harry Feifel, and then a touchdown run by Liam Bergman. They lead at 26-6. Here's Bergman up the middle, and Bergman's inside the 40 to the 39, right at the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
That's all they need to do is just keep grinding it out. With every yard, it's another 30, 40 seconds.
Ball's on the 40, so it's 3rd and 1. It's going to be a slot to the left, but you're not going to see him throwing the ball. Feifel takes a snap, gives to Bergman. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration for Oakcrest by Kevon Berry. Also Jose Rivas.
And Feifel saying to himself, why did I give that to him?
4th down, 4th and about 4. The ball's at the 43-yard line, and I guess Ocean City is going to, again, let the clock run down and then probably take the 5-yard penalty and punt. Fourth down, about 4 yards to go. Oakcrest only score on a nice drive. They started on their own 23 and scored on a 25-yard pass from Conti to Hart. But that's all they've done. They only have 6 first downs. Ocean City has 15. Alex Morales back to punt. Stands at his own 35. Kevin King sprinting onto the field the last minute. Morales takes about 4 steps to kick and kicks it, gets the momentum, gets it away, and it rolls down to about the 15-yard line. So Oakcrest deep in its own territory, as you said, Jim. That's been the case a lot.
Yes, it has. And that's smart playing by Ocean City. They haven't seen them put together any kind of a drive. The only drive was when they completed those 2 passes. One of, we could say, was caught by 2 people, and that's about it. Oh no, they did have a series where they did move the ball a little bit, a couple nice runs. That's it in the whole game. Meanwhile, the Ocean City line, offensive line anyhow, has really dominated.
So Oakcrest I think they're short a man here. It's a slow-moving game. A lot of delays. Officials huddles.
When you consider how many running plays there were, you'd think this game would be over already.
Yeah. Handoff going left to Berry, and he gets a couple of yards. Call it 3. Second, no, make it 2. 2nd and 8. Hurd splits wide to the right. Hart to the left. Conley under center. Hands the ball off to Miller. Miller going left. Takes on a defender and drives through him. And is close to the first down.
But even with that, though, Tom, I mean, the clock stops on the first down. But they're, 20 points behind, so we need 21 points to win this ball game.
It seems like they're just trying to get things under control here. Get their offense organized a little better, and they're using the same quarterback all the time, which they didn't do in the first half. Miller's about a yard short. 3rd and 1. Hart splits to the right.
Good time to throw the ball.
Fullback. And he may have it. Close to the first down.
Murray once again.
He's slow getting up.
I'll tell you, that may not have made it.
Well, the way they're spotting it is short. And Berry's still down. So it looks like it's 4th and less than a yard for Oakcrest, just across their own 25-yard line. So I would imagine they're going to punt it here.
I wouldn't.
But there's a delay because of a player down on the field. Don't forget, next week, Ocean City has a bye week. 2 weeks from tomorrow on Saturday afternoon, they'll be at Cedar Creek, and then back home here at Cary Stadium 3 weeks from tonight. Well, actually, 3 weeks from today, because it starts in the afternoon against West Windsor, Plainsboro South. And that was last year, Jim. Bud Rink and I went up there just outside of Princeton. It was the 5th longest trip an Ocean City football team has ever taken in terms of miles. 94.4 miles one way.
Wow.
And took just under 2 hours.
Well, when you consider they were in the Cape Atlantic League and, and everybody was in the Atlantic or Cape May County.
The longest trip an Ocean City team's ever taken was to Rutgers in 1999. Actually went to Rutgers another time, too. They went to Lambertville in 1925. I don't think you remember that one, do you?
No, it just slips my mind.
But they went to Ewing in 1954.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
I wonder why.
This year, West Windsor Plainsboro is going to make the trip. And they got to be here for a 3 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, that's a school day.
Yep.
That's tough. That's tough.
I think back then in the 20s and even into the 50s, there weren't enough teams in the league to make up your whole schedule. So people went all over the place to play. Now they're going to punt the ball. Long stands inside the 15. awaiting the snap. Lashley around midfield. High snap again. He goes up and gets it. And he got it away.
Wow. I don't know how.
I don't either. And it's caught at the 49-yard line. What's happening here? Officials have stopped play. Lashley caught it on a bounce and took off. And they blew the whistle and blew the play dead. So
Well,
maybe you're not allowed to return punts in this game.
I thought you said it was the Ocean City guy that got it, so he downed it at that spot.
He downed his own punt?
Is he the guy that punted it?
Ocean City received the punt.
Oh, no.
Lashley caught it on a
Right.
bounce and tried to run, and they blew the whistle.
Unless he signaled for a fair catch.
Well, maybe, but why would he run? Okay, anyway, Ocean City on its own 49-yard line.
2 minutes and 51 seconds to play.
Off the left side, across the 50 to the 48 or 47-yard line. Bergman picks up about almost 4.
That's all he needs.
That's right, 4 on each play, and you got your first down.
And you got your ball game just about.
Feifel looks over the defense. He'll take as much time as he can. He'll wait till that back judge starts counting the seconds to take the snap. Gives it to Bergman. Bergman hits off the left side inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. Second down. Oh, excuse me, third down. Minute 50. Raiders using the clock.
They may be deciding this is 4-down territory. If we don't make it on this down, we'll push it for on the 4th down.
Mm-hmm. Here's the snap. And a delay, hesitation on the run by Robertson, but he gets the first down. He kind of waited to see the blocks develop and then accelerated quickly.
Well, they can go into the victory formation if they want now.
First and 10 for Ocean City. They're letting the clock run as long as they can. Slot to the right. Handoff. Weaving his way through the defense. Down inside the 25-yard line, about the 24-yard line.
That was O'Donoghue, and it looked to me like he was looking for somebody to tackle him. I mean, if he broke it to the outside, he may have taken it the distance.
Probably expecting somebody to tackle him.
Yeah.
So Ocean City will take the knee here and wrap up their opening win, 26-6 over Oakcrest. Kevin Smith says he hates opening games.
Well, I'm sure he liked this one.
Because you don't really know your team yet. But he's got to feel good about this. Ocean City wins it 26-6 over Oakcrest. The Raiders line up to shake hands and celebrate. We'll recap the game, take another look at the Atlantic City Electric scoreboard. You're listening to high school football on 106.3 The Shore. We got this time out, and we'll be right back here at Cary Stadium.